OverDose Vapes. Keep your coils tight. Keep your wicks wet. If you're looking for new flavors, I'm all about the clouds, bro. Filling up a clear row, we're dripping in the sub-ohm. Reviews for the juice while traffic jobs post viewed on YouTube and prepare for overdose.
Hello, welcome back to OverDoseVapes. This is Travis, taking a look at some e-liquid. This one's from OR.Thirty, and it's called Fireside. Right by the fire, right by the side of the fire, getting toasty, getting warm with some apple cinnamon fritter, because that's what this is. I don't know why I'm tapping this. This is the Aliolus Light. This is not the fritter. I got the fritter behind me. But anyways, let's go close. Check out the bottle. This one's coming in at 80% VG. The last one we looked at was 77% VG. That's what I like about OR.Thirty, baby. They try different things. Like, each recipe is different. Each recipe has a different ratio. It's not across the board 70-30 or 80-20. Each one's different because each recipe has different ratios. And that's just the reality. As someone who DIYs, I know not every recipe is going to have the same VG-PG ratio. So I love that about them. They're doing the right thing. They're trying, they're fine-tuning, as it were. So let's go close, check out the bottle, and then we'll vape it. Back. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of baked apple flavors for vape, except in the instance of fritters. I'm a huge fritter guy. I've had a couple of really good fritter e-liquids, and that really kind of turned me on to the whole idea of a fritter e-liquid. And I like apple fritters in real life. As you might be able to tell, I'm a big man. I like big fritters. So, let's try it. I have it on the Aliolus Light with some aliens that I got from my boy 80V on Instagram. Go check him out. 8080, little underscore V. So, aliens, Aliolus Light, Rig V2. One of the highlights in the Rig series, in my opinion. Definitely some nice ripe apple. Some like it's got a combination of like the baked apple along with some ripe, like there's a nice bite to the apple, like a nice half cooked apple bite to it. I like that a lot. It's got layers of apple. What I'm trying to say, it's got layers of apple. It's like that. It really has that flavor of like that. You know, like when you bake an apple and there's like there's like that goo that goes around, and there's like that sauce, you know, or that glaze that kind of goes around. It has that flavor. It's like a mixture of that glaze and a nice snap of a ripe, uncooked apple with some real cooked apple. It's like this is so layered. It's just so well layered here. And the cinnamon, while definitely omnipresent, it's there in every vape you take. Is cinnamon, but it's baked cinnamon. It's cooked cinnamon. It's baked down cinnamon. It's not spicy at all. At least I'm not getting any spice from it. It's not like throwing a handful of cinnamon in somebody's face. You know, it's cooked. It's baked. It's gentle. It's mellow. It's good. That nice VG. It's so much VG. You know, the dangers of going high VG like that, 80%, is that you lose flavor. That you don't. That your flavors don't travel through the liquid as well. Excuse me. That you get that VG flavor that permeates the liquid. This definitely does not suffer from that. This is chock full of flavor. It's very robust with flavor. It's not too much, but it's so present. It's so there. It's not like you're having to search for it. When you vape this, you get apple. You get cinnamon. You might notice I didn't say fritter. Okay, so let's get to it. Donuts are hard. It's just hard. There's only been maybe a handful of donut liquids, like that actually have that substance of donut, that have that actual donut texture. And this has some, which is what most of these kind of liquids have. Some. It has some bakery. It has some donut. It has some fritter. But it's not a ton. It's not enough. It's not stacked in there. It's not substantial enough. It's apple, it's cinnamon, which is a tiny hint, to be totally real, a hint of bakery, a hint of the actual fritter. So, that's a big shame. I want more. I want more fritter. I'm glad that the apples are so well done here. I'm glad that they're layered. I'm glad that you get that jelly, glaze that you get with like some baked apple fritter kind of things. I just want more fritter. I just want more fritter. Yeah. So I actually really like this liquid. Except for that it's just missing that little bit of oomph, a little bit of uppercut from the fritter. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. It's good. It's just not great. It is a decent liquid. It is a good liquid. Everything else is expertly done. If it had more substance, if it had more texture from an actual fritter, it would be an easy 4 plus, because the other elements are so well done. So it's kind of a shame, but if you're into apple, this is a good pickup because it is really well layered with apple. I enjoy the apple element in here. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to OR.Thirty for sending this out. I really appreciate it. Couldn't do the show without these companies sending out these e-liquids for us to test. So I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys watching. And keep your coils tight, and we'll see you next time